With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now this time he'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
In motion right here, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7th.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
No, retain it. Retain it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Duvernay.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The Ravens had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah. Hey, Ozzy. Hey. No.
On third down, Jackson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
13. Hey, report.
Now Jackson. That's to his running back, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He gets this one to Boyd. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Real quick. Hey, report. Report. Hey, middle. Ready?
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Smith here.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Some back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Jackson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Hey, come on.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own